do you write women so well?
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
You serious?
Yeah! See this graph that represents long-term antidepressant use? So pretty much people using antidepressants for longer than 5 years. You see how sharp it goes up for women, minority women. You see this graph? Now notice how in 2010 the graph makes a steep incline. You know what else started in 2010? I'm telling you right now, pretty soon we're going to start seeing social media the same way we looked at cigarettes. It was all fun and games until people found out they was getting lung cancer.
I really miss how women used to act before social media.
Woman, respectfully, you're a low-level and low-minded woman, because instead of you looking at all the other things that he does, he probably makes you feel safe, he probably makes you feel comfortable, he probably communicates well, he probably is doing all the other stuff that men should do in a relationship. You trying to find something to negatively bring it down, which is a fucking Instagram like. That's not that important. So I think you need to grow up. I think you need to grow up, and I think you need to get out of that mentality of this modern day woman. My whole life and personality is revolved around social media. So I think you need to live in reality.
Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Rome, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, hope you subscribe. So I got a video for you guys of a brother that was having a conversation that called in to ask him a question about a guy that she's seeing that's liking other girls' pictures but not hers. And I wanted to share this with you guys along with a group of other videos to kind of give, I guess you can say, insight into the conversation of women. Is social media making women delusional? Anyway, let's get into this conversation this brother had with this young lady here that she called in. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, what's going on?
Okay, so I just have a question. I'm not sure if this is like talked about enough, but I know that social media in real life is totally different. But I've been talking to this guy for like a month and a half, and I noticed that he likes a bunch of girls' pictures, including bikini pictures and selfies and thirst traps. But when it comes to like my posts, he doesn't like anything. So I'm not sure if it's giving hater or if it's giving like he's trying to humble me, or do you know what the reason being is?
Nah, it's given that you need to get the fuck off the internet and you too insecure.
For sure.
Why is your whole relationship correlated to somebody liking your fucking pictures? Why do you give a fuck? If Chris Brown wasn't liking your pictures and you was texting Chris Brown and talking to Chris Brown, you wouldn't give a fuck. You would listen to anything and everything Chris Brown said. If it was Drake, if it was whoever, any man that you valued or revered, if it was an NFL player or a basketball player, you wouldn't give a fuck if they was liking your pictures, because you know that it's bigger than that. But because you're dealing with this man and you don't respect him enough, you're trying to find anything to correlate the entire relationship on, which is an Instagram like. And you're a low-level, low-minded woman. Respectfully, you're a low-level and low-minded woman, because instead of you looking at all the other things that he does, he probably makes you feel safe, he probably makes you feel comfortable, he probably communicates well, he probably is doing all the other stuff that men should do in a relationship. You trying to find something to negatively bring it down, which is a fucking Instagram like. That's not that important. So I think you need to grow up. I think you need to grow up, and I think you need to get out of that mentality of this modern day woman. My whole life and personality is revolved around social media. So I think you need to live in reality.
Yeah. But what Kayla said in the comments is like, why is he liking everyone else's but mine? Is that like kind of weird? Or
who gives a fuck? If it was Chris Brown, you wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If Chris Brown was liking every other girl's pictures but yours, you wouldn't question anything. You wouldn't even give a fuck, because it's Chris Brown, right? Yeah. Right. So why would the correlation not be to why would that mentality not be to the guy that you got now? Why wouldn't it correlate to Chris Brown? Just because he got money, he can dance, and he's attractive. Why is he getting the upfront respect that the man that has talking to you, is showing you love? Why is he not getting that? I'm not saying that he should be liking other girls' pictures, but let me ask you this question: are y'all together?
No. So but he said he does have feelings for me. So whatever that means.
So fucking what? Y'all aren't together, so he don't have to do anything. But you don't know Chris Brown. Chris Brown ain't never took you on no date. That just shows the low-level mentality that you and a lot of other modern women like yourself think. Because a man can sing and dance and he has money, you're going to give him upfront respect. This nigga has 3 different baby mothers with 3 different children, and he has a domestic violence case where he beat the fuck out of Rihanna, even though she hit him first. he beat her ass. Y'all women, y'all are the same women that say y'all don't deal with men and kids. Y'all are the same women that say you don't like men that abuse women. But y'all are the same women because he can sing and dance and got money that will give him the utmost respect for doing nothing. He ain't took you on no date. He ain't text you. He ain't talk to you. He know you fucking exist. You'll treat him in a better light than you will treat a man that actually is giving you some type of attention. That is backwards logic, and this is exactly why when y'all come around good men, y'all don't treat them correctly. Y'all treat the good men like shit, and the bad.
Now, this right here showed me a few things. One, did any of y'all notice that when that man gave her an answer, what was the first thing that she did? Tried to get validation from somebody else who just so happened to be another woman in the comments. So that man gave you an answer and you completely ignored it just because he didn't validate your feelings. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised because he looks pretty young and she sounds like she's probably kind of young herself. Do y'all remember a few years back? Because I don't know if y'all noticed, Poor Man's Podcast, when I was showing what I was showing in the intro, he was referring to Instagram. Do y'all remember that one girl who had a complete crash out over Instagram, taking away the likes for a couple days, and they did it as an experiment? A lot of women were in an uproar about that. So it really shouldn't be any surprise to see that women value likes to a degree so much that they'll let it ruin their relationship. Or should I say dating, because they, according to her, they weren't even together. And this guy has expressed his feelings for her. But she over here feeling a way about him not liking her picture. I don't know if he being a hater or he humbling, but he do say he got feelings for me. Okay, well maybe he's not liking your pictures because you haven't shown or confirmed that you have reciprocate those feelings. And dude made a valid point with the Chris Brown comparison. Because if it was anybody like you saw on the text, if it was anybody with money and status, you wouldn't even care. You really wouldn't. And she even admitted that she wouldn't. So that right there tells you everything you need to know. She probably doesn't really respect this dude that much, really. Let's keep it moving.
I really miss how women used to act before social media. I really miss y'all before y'all started to act like everything y'all seen and nothing like what you know. I think that's the problem with relationships nowadays. Men are in competition with what females see on social media that is not even real. That's why. Because the things that y'all require, I'm just here to tell y'all 90% of that never going to happen, bro.
I think you need to say that a little louder for the sisters that are still over here consuming Shira 7 type content. Because I'm like, she must be up to 1 million followers right now. Ain't no way in hell you expect me to believe that all her followers are gonna find these provider men that pay 100% of everything.
I just saw this video of this girl basically saying that her man pays all her bills and all she has to do is cook and clean and do his laundry and stuff like that. And a whole bunch of bitter hosts in the comments talking about he gets to come home and relax after working and you have to do all that. How the fuck do y'all bitches live in filth? How long do y'all think it takes to cook and clean a house? And laundry is not an everyday task. So how long do y'all think that takes? Y'all done let these bitter ass internet hoes convince y'all that if you don't have housekeepers and fucking cleaners and shit like that, that you're not living a life of, I guess, I wouldn't say luxury, but that it's not worth it. It literally does not take that long. The time that he spends working and the time that I spend cleaning and cooking is not even comparable. Y'all let these hoes on the internet that hate men and never had somebody that actually wants to take care of them convince y'all that that is not an easy life when it quite literally is. Then somebody in the comments was like, you are literally a human pet. That ain't what they said, but it was somewhere along those lines. And it's like, y'all, you have to cook and clean anyway. You have to do that even without a man. You have to do laundry anyway. So like, it's not that hard. And they say, well, if you have kids, I forgot what the fuck they said about the kids, but it's still not that hard, even with kids. Like, and most of the time, if you do have a good man, now this is where it gets tricky with the kids. A man that is a good man is going to help you with them kids when he gets home. Now, them trifling husbands, yeah, they do leave all the work for the kids too, but it's still not that hard. Y'all got to stop listening to the internet. These people are bitter.
I tell you, bro, these comment sections will tell you a lot, bro. We keep having these conversations, and I'm glad that she mentioned this, because this is one of the fallacies that women like to make in their argument about men that are willing to pay 100% but don't want to help out when it comes to the kids. Bro, that is complete bullshit. Even she admitted, she was like, if it's a good dude, he's going to help you with them kids. But don't expect these men to pay 100% of everything and help you with household duties. If he got to pay 100% and help you with household duties, then what's the purpose of him even paying 100% of the bills anyway? Like, can you imagine if one day he was like, hey, baby, look, I need you to pay 100% of the bills. Give me a break from paying 100% all the time, and I'll do the house, and I'll cover the household duties. That ain't gonna work, is exactly. Like, good God. And here's the other thing too, and I think this is something that women need to take in, bro. If a man can afford to cover you 100%, what makes you think that he can't delegate everything you can do for him? And for real, come out cheaper, because laundry doesn't need to be done that often. If he got somebody cooking and cleaning for him, like, they're not going to be there that often. Like, come on, bro. Like, I mean, like, I don't get it, bro. It just goes to show you when. Damn, I hate saying this. I don't think women. I think when it comes to math, that's not really like women's strong point, or they just don't really care for it.
I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but the anger I get from making eye contact with a man is like so ridiculous sometimes. Okay. Look at the hives I just got.
Look at them.
Literally just from making eye contact with a man. I literally feel so disgusted. I feel like...
Right. Oh, okay. Don't mouth. Oh, shit. Okay. Right. Right. Yeah, social media has y'all in a full state of psychosis. There's another one. Like, I made a video about it the other week, where the girl was in the car and she just started, like, they always set their phone up in the car and they just start crashing out. Like, where she started saying, I want to get out of America. And like slamming shit. And at first I was like, man, y'all just want attention so bad. Because when I think about it, it's like, this video, if you had nowhere to post this and nobody that you thought would agree with you, or, you know, just no one to show this, this video would have never happened. Half of the time they get on here and they're lying, bro. This shit isn't even happening. She was just like hot, her chest turned red, so she got on here and acted a fucking fool and tried to make it like a thing. But even the girl who was slamming shit down in her car talking about, I want out of America, with the septum, yeah. If there was nowhere for you to post this shit, it would have just never happened. And I feel like your personalities would be so different, right? Also, do you have anyone in your life who loves you? Because what if they see that? What do your people think about that? It's one thing to get on here and have a take this with and a take with that, but like, y'all get on here just acting crazy. There's no way your parents are alive. There's no way, bro. How would you feel if your mom saw you on here twitching with your chest turning red because a man made eye contact with you? She'd be like, baby, what's going on?
Okay, so I be seeing a lot of women saying nowadays, like, men don't really chase women like they used to. What happened? You know what I'm saying? Men not like they used to be. And it's like, Nowadays, a lot of women ain't nothing to chase. Back in our grandma day and back in the day when women were provided for and when women were taken care of, a man actually had to put in a certain kind of work to get certain benefits from women. They had to marry a woman to have a baby with her. They had to marry her to get her in the house cooking and cleaning. Nowadays, women give a man everything for the bare minimum. Like, these men had to go to the strip clubs to see a girl undressed. Nowadays, women just do it for free just because they feel like they can. It's like women need to pick a lane. Like, you cannot be a 304 and a housewife. Y'all be talking about how y'all want to get tricked on and y'all don't care what men think, but then in the same breath, y'all talk about how y'all want to be taken care of and y'all want to be provided for. Like, y'all delusional. Like, y'all part of the problem. Like, men change because women change. Like, y'all not like y'all was back in the day at all.
Y'all gotta stop y'all friends from being delusional before it's too late. I had a friend about 6 years ago. I tried to stop her 6 years ago. I got a brush from my other friend today. Come to find out she doing bad, living in her car. She done lost a man because of this internet. I'm telling you, 6 years ago, I realized she was delusional. She had a boyfriend, and I knew him. He was above average, earning, looks, height, everything. He was a good guy. She thought she was bigger than the program. And I realized that because every time I would be around her, she was always showing me what somebody else got, what somebody else on the internet is doing. Oh, look at her man bought her this. She got this. Oh, I want this. And she already had a man who bought her 3 luxury cars. He paid most of her bills. He took care of her. Of course, they weren't rich, but she wasn't even qualified for that type of man that she already had. And for some reason, because she had a decent man, she thought she was bigger than the program. Child, come to find out, he done left her ass. And it's the thing I tried to tell her. Every time she would show me, oh, look at, her man bought her Chanel. Oh, look what she got. I said, you don't know them people. You don't know what she has to go through. You don't know. She'd be showing me like, oh, I know this girl. She getting this and that. I'm like, but you're not in her bedroom.
See, a lot of those situations, the women really truly doesn't know what's going on. She just sees the facade. And the facade is never the entire truth. But ladies have fumbled more good men by the age of 25 than they'll ever meet after. The delusion is real.
I think I'm definitely an 8.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f you think you is?
When I give myself a 5, I think I'm normal looking. And I just think it's based on my results. I think if I was an 8, 9, or 10, I would have had modeling contracts. Because people in the top 20% of beauty, they get modeling contracts.
What is beauty?
You can go online and have people rate your pictures and they rank you 1 to 10. Men will rate you, women will rate you like every day. Don't you think attractiveness is based on results?
Maybe, but I don't care about those results.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
That's the frustrating thing. It's not that I can't get the second date. I can't get the first. So it's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to modify, because it's not like I'm getting there and then getting turned down. Like, no one's giving me a chance. Is there something about me that is so wrong that people won't even give me a first date? You can tell me.
It's not wrong, but you're intimidating.
Why am I intimidating? Because I'm fat? Because I'm a heavy-set lady?
No, because you're so confident and smart and sexually charged.
There's nothing wrong with you.
He said like there's more to come.
There's nothing wrong with you. You're definitely better now than what you were before, I'm assuming. I'm assuming you've grown as a person.
Stop talking.
Stop talking. What, you think because she asked a question, she actually wants an answer? Do you understand anything about women? The truth is that men have stopped talking. In personal relationships, many men have gone silent because they know that their honesty is not welcome. At a cultural level, men across the West are engaged in a massive undertaking of self-censorship. Before they say anything to a woman, they have to pass it through a "will this offend her" lens. And because this generation of women is so easily offended, men just end up not speaking. You guys probably...
And then y'all wonder why when they do speak, they end up lying to you and telling you what you want to hear. I.e. Derek Jackson. I.e. Ace Metaphor. so on and so forth. Y'all let me know what you thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's what the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel as well as the live show channel. Both links are in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.